is news that is just coming in. Congress appears to be isolated. Parties and political leaders across the country have sharply criticized Congress for their shameful behavior at the AI summit. This is what Jagan Reddy says. Yesterday at the AI summit, the Youth Congress made us all feel ashamed. Where is our politics heading? No one should even demean our country. Nara Lokesh, TDP, ally of the BJP in the centre, this is what he said. I'm shocked and dismayed by the disruption caused by Youth Congress at the AI summit yesterday. This global platform was meant to showcase India's growing leadership as an emerging AI superpower. Turning such a prestigious international event into a political spectacle only diminishes our collective standing before the world. India deserves better. Let us rise above petty politics and focus on nation building through innovation and excellence. KTR, this is what he had to say. It is absolutely deplorable that members of the Youth Congress chose the AI Impact Summit 2026 as a venue for petty political theatrics. Using such a global platform for protest will project our great nation India in a poor light internationally. So that's the voice that is coming in cutting across political parties. Aman Sharma and Payal Mehta with us on the broadcast. Aman, are you surprised that even parties like YSR Congress are joining in the chorus? There are some alliance partners of Congress also who have showed that they do not really approve of the kind of protest that was carried out.
Absolutely, Arunima. I think no party wants to stand with the Congress on this issue. Look at the visuals which have come from the AI Impact Summit, very shameful visuals, and the BJP rightfully, I think, has gone after the Congress. And why do you want to shame the country on a national stage like this? Political differences can always be expressed in the manner you want to, but do not belittle the country at such international events. And that is why we are seeing even Congress allies are not joining forces with the Congress party. The Congress party is mostly isolated on this aspect, and we have now messages coming from senior leaders of the BRS, K.T. Rama Rao putting out a clearly message slamming the Congress party. You have Mayawati also slamming the Congress party for what has happened there. You have Nara Lokesh of the TDP slamming the Congress party for this. You even have, as you said, YS Jagan Mohan Reddy, also YSRCP also slamming the Congress party over the same. And clearly, I think this aggressive tactics of the Congress party, Arunima, we've seen that in Parliament also in the recent session when Rahul Gandhi, adopted his very aggressive avatar, going around with that book, the way he made that speech. The Congress was obviously very gung-ho about that aggressive style. But I think with this particular event which has happened, they have really gone beyond that line. And that is why no other political party is wishing to stand by the Congress party. The Congress, of course, is, brazening through it. And you have senior leaders of the Congress party, including spokespersons like Pawan Kheda, Supriya Shrinet, Jairam Ramesh, really saying that, what they did was the youth's exuberance and their, completely dissatisfaction with the current government. But, does that really cut the ice? Even the other political parties are not agreeing with this thought process of the Congress party.
Right. Payal, let's come to the allies of Congress within the India bloc. Some of them, it seems, are of the view that you could have put the government on the mat for mismanagement at the AI summit, for the traffic mess, which even some of the former heads of state mentioned. But by doing this, Congress has actually bailed out the government of the day.
Well, there is no bailing out which is being questioned over here. The Congress party over here, Arunima, is being questioned for their stand vis-a-vis an international event in a bid to trying to embarrass the government. They've tried to embarrass the entire country over here. That is something that the Congress party has not been able to understand. And that is the reason many BJP leaders will tell you that is the reason that the Congress party has been facing more than 96 defeats, throughout these last 10 years as well. People have understood that the Congress party has no agenda, which is actually very dear to them. They shoot and scoot, they draw agenda from overseas, and they are in fact influenced by Muslim League kind of politics. That's what the Prime Minister has also said in the past as well. But look at the egg that they have on their face over here. Which of the big Congress leaders have come out and really defended this? Has there been any response coming in from the first family? The answer certainly is no. Because this is something which cannot be really defended. Of course, it is important for the Congress party to come out through spokespersons like Pawan Kheda and Supriya Shrinet, in a bid to in fact save some face. But where are the big leaders? You've got people coming in from the opposition parties. Jagan Mohan Reddy is an opposition party right now. KTR is also from an opposition party. They are also coming out and say that there is somewhere that you have to really draw the line. You want to put the government on the mat, argue it at multiple places. You could have done a protest at multiple places. But why did you go this, and what is the meaning of this shirtless protest that you're really trying to do? That is actually an embarrassment that the Congress will be remembered for decades together, is what many people who are in fact sanely speak about it. And to begin with, Manoj Jha was one of the first voices to come out and said, yes, the protest was required, but the place was absolutely not correct.
Aman, the defiance of the Congress party trying to put up Mahatma Gandhi's picture and say that he was one of the first shirtless Congresses. is Congress getting any traction, any support for that from anywhere? Politically, obviously, it is isolated. But on social media, in common discussions amongst the intellectuals?
No, I think amongst their own cadre and amongst their own vote bank, maybe the Congress action could be seen as a more aggressive, more, I would say a more upfront Congress party, some kind of aggression which was maybe lacking all over the years when people used to say that the Congress in the opposition has virtually been finished and there's no conversation around it at all. In that matter, the Congress may have grabbed the eyeballs because these pictures are now all over the media for the last 24, if not 24 hours or more. But the fact remains that amongst the general public, Arunima, even there when this particular protest happened, it was the general members of the public who first protested against this. In fact, there was an incident you can see when these people are being taken out with the police. Some general members of the public started kicking these people out of that particular venue. So clearly, general public, it's basically embarrassing the country. See, this whole AI summit has in fact been dominated by these stories, be it about that robotic dog or be it now this particular protest which has happened on the first day when some sort of mismanagement happened in the terms of long queues. But the fact also remains that this AI summit has been a huge success in the way, look at the galaxy of world leaders which have arrived, look at the galaxy of AI companies which arrived. So in a way, for the government, it's been a big success, and the government sees, in fact, there's a plot by the Congress party to, in a way, embarrass the government and bring down the sheen of the AI summit in some way. Right. So very unfortunate. That is how the government sees it.
Okay, let me bring in BJP spokesperson RP Singh into the conversation. Mr. Singh, arrests have been carried out. All accused have been sent into police custody. But what from here on? Will this issue be kept alive till the next parliament session happens, where once again this will be used to target Congress party and drive in the divide within the India bloc?
Well, issue is not a divide between India bloc. It's a divide between anti-national and nationalist. I mean, people who believe in nation, they have a different perspective, and people who don't believe in nation, they have different perspective. Well, let's understand it, how and what is the gene of this. Remember, Umar Khalid said, what did he said during the CA protest? That we'll protest when Donald Trump is here, and we'll put the country into bad light, and will reflect the country in a poor color. And that's exactly what Rahul Gandhi did. He had sent his team only to put to nation to the shame. And then when India was hosting almost 100 nations and 20 heads of the states were here, so this was all to project India in a bad shade. And this is a gene of Umar Khalid. People who want to divide the country, and then this is being an anti-national.
Right. So what you're saying is quite serious. You're drawing a parallel with Umar Khalid, who has been repeatedly denied bail, including by Supreme Court. Senior leadership of the Bharatiya Janata Party, including ministers like Kiran Rijiju, have said that Rahul Gandhi is perhaps the biggest threat to national security. And now you're drawing parallel to this incident as well. So politically speaking, Bharatiya Janata Party is, of course, carrying out with its protest against Congress's action. But do you also want legal action against those responsible?
Political reasons. I mean, that's very sad. I mean, you have some political objective. You could have protested anywhere else. But why to do it in a AI summit?
Right. Right. That's an important point, that you could have carried out the protest anywhere else, but by embarrassing India at the international summit, what did you really achieve? That's a question that Congress party workers are repeatedly asking, but they remain defiant. Let's listen into all the reactions that we have on this developing story.
एआई समिट में कांग्रेस पार्टी की तरफ से प्रोटेस्ट किया गया, जिसके खिलाफ सड़कों पे बीजेपीएम के जो आज वर्कर्स हैं पहुंचे हैं। आज आपने मांग उठाई है कि राहुल गांधी माफी मांगे। आज आपकी तरफ से जो पुतला भी फूंका गया है।
राहुल गांधी भारत के गद्दार हैं, एक बार फिर से स्पष्ट हो चुका है। पहले भी वो पाक चीन की हमदर्दी करते आए हैं, विश्व पटलों में जाकर के, इंटरनेशनल प्लेटफॉर्म में जाकर के भारत के खिलाफ बोलते आए हैं। एक बार फिर से एआई समिट के माध्यम से, जहां पर कई देशों के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स ने पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे थे, वहां पर टॉपलेस होकर के प्रदर्शन करना, यानी नंगे होकर के प्रदर्शन करना, एक बार उस चीज पर मोहर है कि हिंदुस्तान का सबसे बड़ा कोई गद्दार है तो कांग्रेस पार्टी है, और कांग्रेस पार्टी के सरगना राहुल गांधी हैं।
The Youth Congress have taken out a protest at the AI Summit venue in Delhi. How are you seeing?
Look, it used to be that nothing that the Congress does or nothing that embarrassing, shameful, anti-country that the Congress does used to surprise me. I kind of used to expect that this is what Rahul Gandhi's Congress is expected to do. But what they did yesterday is even plumbing the laws and plumbing new laws even for the Congress party. To go to an international AI summit where there are delegates from all over the world, where the country's youth, where the country's young entrepreneurs are showcasing their talent, showcasing their vision for the future of AI, and there is such a global audience and attention to that program. To go there and do this type of shameless, needless, meaningless politics of the worst kind only should open our eyes to the kind of disgrace that Rahul Gandhi represents, the kind of embarrassing politics that the man is beginning to represent and teach his people. And there is no way you can excuse or condone what they have done.